Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, which inventions passing under our radar right now will completely reshape our lives tomorrow? Today, we're uncovering 7 innovations you won't believe are real. Buildings that think, cars that hover, computers that defy logic, and materials that act like living things. These aren't museum pieces or prototypes locked away in labs. They're real, they're happening now, and they're changing everything. Strap in, because the future has already arrived. 1. Quantum computing, the unimaginable brain power. First on the list, machines that compute in ways our brains cannot even fully wrap around. Quantum computers use quantum bits, qubits, that can exist in multiple states at once, allowing them to process vast amounts of information simultaneously. This unique ability enables them to solve certain problems exponentially faster than classical computers ever could. What does that mean in real terms? Imagine optimizing entire global supply chains in seconds, or cracking encryption algorithms currently viewed as unbreakable. Picture simulating complex chemical reactions to discover revolutionary materials or life-saving medicines, tasks that would take even today's supercomputers years to complete. Quantum systems don't just make computing faster, they rewrite the rules of logic and data processing altogether. And while you won't be downloading a quantum chip to your laptop anytime soon, major tech firms and research labs are already building specialized quantum systems capable of tackling real-world problems. The implications are enormous, from secure communication networks that can't be hacked to breakthroughs in climate modeling, finance, and drug design. As this technology evolves, it's not just our computing power that will change. Our very understanding of what's possible in the digital world will be transformed. 2. Nanotechnology and self-repairing materials. Next, consider materials that aren't just passive. They respond, heal, and adapt like living organisms. Through the power of nanotechnology, scientists are engineering surfaces at the atomic and molecular level, giving them extraordinary capabilities, repelling stains, self-cleaning, and even repairing microscopic damage long before it becomes visible. This new frontier of materials science is gaining attention for a reason. It's transforming how we build, maintain, and interact with the physical world. Imagine a bridge whose concrete automatically seals tiny cracks caused by stress, preventing structural failure before it begins, or a smartphone screen that heals itself from scratches overnight, staying crystal clear for years. These aren't far-off concepts. Early versions already exist in research labs and are gradually finding their way into real-world applications. From aerospace alloys that resist damage under extreme conditions to wearable fabrics that monitor your health from within, nanotechnology is quietly redefining what material even means. It's ushering in a future where maintenance becomes nearly invisible. Lifespans of products extend far beyond expectation, and innovation isn't just about replacement, it's about continuous evolution. 3. The tactile internet and real-time virtual touch. What if you could reach out and actually feel an object half a world away? The emerging concept of the tactile internet is turning that idea into reality, combining advanced haptic feedback, ultra-low latency networks, and real-time remote control to transmit not just visuals or sound, but the sense of touch itself. Picture surgeons in New York operating robotic arms in Mumbai with precision so fine it feels local. Or imagine virtual reality gloves that transmit texture, weight, and resistance so realistically that your brain forgets your hands aren't truly there. This isn't just VR, it's immersion with physical substance. As 5G evolves towards 6G connectivity, reducing latency to almost zero, this technology could blur the boundaries between physical and digital experiences. Work, education, entertainment, and even human connection will transform, not because we're merely better connected, but because the very sensation of presence becomes real. 4. Space-enabled manufacturing and materials in orbit. Here's one you might not expect: manufacturing conducted in zero gravity, producing materials impossible to replicate on Earth. The moment you realize products don't just come from Earth, they can come through space, reality shifts. Why does microgravity matter? Because without gravity pulling molecules in one direction, experiments produce crystals, alloys, and fibers of unparalleled purity. These new materials might power faster electronics, stronger structures, even more efficient solar arrays. Futuristic? Yes. Real? Absolutely. And this kind of innovation flips the script. Mundane manufacturing on Earth, exotic manufacturing in orbit. The supply chain of the future may very well send goods down from space, not just up. 5. Autonomous machines on the move, robots, drones, and beyond. We're used to drones, but what about autonomous machines that operate without instruction, learn over time, and cooperate with each other? From robot construction crews to swarms of aerial drones overseeing farmland, you'll be amazed by what's already happening. These aren't gimmicks. In some industries, automated systems reduce human risk, accelerate time to completion, and deliver precise outcomes. Whether it's an unmanned vehicle surveying a mine or modular robots building infrastructure in places humans can't reach, automation is branching out. The impact is huge. New workflows, new job categories, new expectations. That robot technician repairing your remote infrastructure might be up in orbit or down in the seabed, learning as it goes autonomously. 6. AI-driven personalization, reality that adapts to you. Another innovation we often overlook, personalization at scale. Imagine environments, devices, and systems that learn your patterns, anticipate your needs, and adapt automatically. Then imagine them doing that not for millions, but for billions. AI now powers recommendations, yes, but the next level is ambient intelligence. Homes that adjust lighting, air, and layout before you even notice. Apparel that changes texture based on your mood. Vehicles that know your destination before you set a route. On a global scale, this isn't just convenience, it's transformative. Consumer expectations change, infrastructure changes, products become services, and companies offering static goods begin to fade. These innovations are real, currently rolling out and shifting what we expect from technology. 7. Sustainable tech, from extraction to renewal. Our final innovation is less flashy, but perhaps the most critical, technologies that make sustainability not just possible, but profitable, scalable, and integrated. We see inventions that extract water from air in arid zones, materials capturing carbon as they're produced, energy systems that adapt and self-optimize. Sustainability isn't an add-on anymore, it's baked into the invention. D times, the idea, circular economy minus the hype. Tech that doesn't just reduce damage, it avoids it. That regenerates rather than drains. These systems might not always grab headlines like quantum computers or flying cars, but they reshape our future much more deeply. From agriculture to transport, from built infrastructure to handheld devices, sustainable innovation is becoming the baseline, not the exception. Why these innovations matter and fast? You might wonder, why now? Why are these inventions suddenly emerging together? Several forces align. Data and computing power have exploded. Material science matured. Networking and global connectivity have reached every corner. Climate, resource, and demographic challenges demand solutions. When you combine quantum algorithms, nanomaterials, autonomous machines, and AI personalization, the result isn't incremental, it's exponential. Each innovation piles on the next, creating opportunities that pure forecasts can't capture. For individuals, this means changing career pathways, new forms of learning, and perhaps jobs we haven't even thought of. For businesses, it means disruption, both opportunity and threat. For society, the ethical, legal, and cultural frameworks we've held for decades face stress. Authenticity, privacy, identity all get reframed, but there's a reality check. Of course, none of this is carefree. Implementation is messy. Risk is real. The human, social, and political dimensions matter every bit as much as the tech. Technologies can outpace regulation. Society can resist change even when benefits are clear. Still, recognizing what's already real is vital. These 7 innovations are not tales of tomorrow. They're chapters of now. The question isn't if they reshape our world, it's how and when. So here's your takeaway. The innovations you just heard aren't science fiction. They're real, they're emerging, and they'll affect how you live, work, and think. Which one surprised you most? Was it quantum brains, self-healing materials, zero-gravity manufacturing? Leave a comment and tell us which one you'll be keeping an eye on. And if you found this journey through tomorrow fascinating, hit subscribe, tap the notification bell, and share this video with someone who thinks the future is still decades away.